Alright, so this is going to be a weird video. We're just going to jump into it. It's probably going to turn into some kind of like rant about how I ended up with a free expensive game and what I'm using to protect it. I got a package, if you can see this, from Rose Colored Gaming. I decided to order one of their cases and we'll just check that out real quick. So the Nintendo SNES Gamebox Köffin, and I decided to go with the UV resistant one, so it's $31 before shipping and tax. And I mean, from the pictures, it looks pretty nice. For some reason, I had in my mind that like 5 sides would be pre-assembled, probably because of this picture right here. And you would just pop one off and slide the game in and whatever, go on your way. And that's not the case, so that is my my SNES case. So we're gonna check this out. So recently, my father stumbled into some games at a estate sale, and he was buying some other stuff. He saw the boxes of games and he's like, hey, are those for sale? And the lady there is just kind of like, I guess so. And he's just like, okay, how about 40 bucks? And she says deal. And I'm thinking he picked up like probably something trashy, like maybe a Wii and a couple games. Maybe there's like one okay game in there I don't have yet. I'm thinking like, okay, no big deal. So he gets home. These are a pain in the butt to peel off. He decides to FaceTime me. We're in different states. He says, hey, check out what I got. Pulls out dusty PS2, pulls out a Super Nintendo that also looks equally disgusting. Thankfully works. It took me a little bit of cleaning and I had to go buy an AV cord for it, but it works. Looking at the stuff, he's showing me over FaceTime and not seeing anything crazy. Like there's Xenosaga, there's some nice copies of Final Fantasy PlayStation 1 games that are in good shape, that are pretty clean, but nothing like crazy valuable. A copy of Chrono Cross. Maybe I should have decided to do this like in the daylight instead of at night. I don't know. Anyways, he pans over, starts showing me Nintendo games. And I'm like, oh man, these have to be worth something because they're all complete in box. They all have a manual, and all the games have like the cartridge cover on the bottom. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you just paid 40 bucks. Like, I'm for sure there's at least one game there that's at least gonna like pay for all of it and then some. Shows me a batch of games. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start checking prices. Like, I'm pretty sure you've got something good. Like, you got a steal. Urgh. Finally, we got a big piece. I start researching games. Like, all right, we got Addams Family, we got Lion King. Super Mario World didn't have a box. I'm guessing it was a pack-in with the console because they did that frequently. Like Little Vikings or something like that. Then we start hitting some really good stuff. Like I'm looking up like, all right, there's a complete in-box copy of Final Fantasy 2. All right, so there's something solid. We got a complete in-box copy of Super Mario RPG. I kind of wish I kept. I ended up not keeping some of these games, but looking back on it, I'm like, man, that's something I would have liked to at least try before I got rid of. I look up all the prices, and then I call my dad back. I'm like, hey, you gotta set this one aside. Like, you got something. Put together a bundle. I'll probably like flash a picture of it up on the screen, and definitely probably could have got more if we pieced it out, but from a one-day turnaround of paying 40 bucks to turning around and just selling these ones, like, more than made our money back for sure. Dad was really happy about it. He's like, you can just have the rest. And then she ended up coming back and being like, hey, I actually found more games. Do you just want the rest of this box too? So we got an entire another box without paying for any of them. And that ended up having like Super Mario World 2, like Yoshi's Island or whatever. It had Super Mario Paint, like complete in the box. A couple like pinball games, nothing crazy. But still enough there that I was like, okay, cool, instant free SNES collection. How do I put it together? This does not feel that sturdy to me. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this. There's no instructions in the box, so we're YOLO in it. So wait, hang on, how do you get this in? So if Rose Colored Games is watching this, stupid people like me need an instruction booklet to go along with this. Please and thank you. Why am I doing so poorly at this? Okay, alright, okay. I got 5 sets. Okay. Brings me the box of games, plus the one I told him to keep aside. And the whole reason I'm ordering this is for this guy. Yes, a free complete inbox copy of Evo. Yeah, I was super pumped because this thing looks clean. I opened that guy up and it looked like it maybe even played like twice. Maybe if that. It looks so nice. Like the label is like so glossy still. Gonna slip that in right there. And then I'm probably just gonna hang on to it and let it just like, because you know, it's not like they're printing more copies of these. Theoretically, it'll just appreciate in value. And then maybe someday, and if I'm in a pinch, or I think I just put this in upside down. This box does not want to stay together. Okay, so once you get all 6 sides put together, it's pretty in there. Yeah, it's pretty in there, yeah. There's not a ton of give to it, like they interlock pretty well. These panels on the side come off fairly easy if you wanted to get to your game, and then you're not like, I don't know, locking it in like a VGA. And yeah, that actually looks pretty nice. I will say I don't love having to pull off all the plastic. I don't love the setup time, and I would love to have better directions. But otherwise, that gets the job done. But yeah, want to know what you guys think. Would you have used a Köffin from Rose Colored Gaming? Would you have picked something else to protect something like this? Definitely love to hear people's opinions. This is my free copy of Evo I miraculously got. It still boggles my mind. So, anyway, catch you next time.